Excellent. Great job. Great job.
Now, I'll
great
tell
job.
you, Isani, we didn't even expect all of that this morning, but for persons just trickling in, we are talking about BCVI'S summer program, and what you just witnessed was a beautiful dance performance, just one of the activities coming out of this year's summer program. We are joined this morning by Ruth Thompson. She is a rehabilitation field officer, and Maria de la Luz Vasquez, also a rehabilitation coordinator representing BCVI'S. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us, and what a treat that was.
Yes, and thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Well, it is summertime, and you know, just this morning I was talking to Isani about activities that are taking place and what he has his son doing at this time. But we cannot forget to mention that there are many other persons, children with various disabilities, who would also like to take part in summer activities as well. And BCVI is known to have these summer programs throughout the past few years, at least, as far as my memory can serve me. And you continue to build upon these programs throughout the year as well. Tell us a bit about what we just witnessed, first of all, and how that accompanies the many other things that you guys are doing at BCVI.
Okay, let me start first that this is a practice that we did after our daily activities.
Okay.
So we're talking about 40 minutes of real practice that we did.
Okay.
Ms. Teacher Ukan was the one that guided them. So they actually heard the music, and that's how they're guided by different cues. For example, when the music stops, they know that they need to bow. So all of these are inculcated in a practice with them. So the music is originated from folkloric one. It's also mestizada. So that's something that they enjoy doing. Their clothing as well is also a mestizada. Yes. So I am glad that one of the males also joined us, because he said yes at the first time that we asked them.
Yeah. So you guys would practice the dance after your activities throughout the day. Why did you guys decide to do that instead of just closing off summer camp for the day, you know, putting a little dancing there too? Yes,
most of our dancers are campers. They actually are staying at our Nazarene facilities. So they said after we're gonna just rest a little while, and then here we go, and that's where the energy kick in.
Oh, so that's the after party.
Yes.
Really.
What are some of the activities that you guys are doing, and how different are these activities to cater to these kids' visual impairedness?
Well, throughout the year, we normally assess our or the kids' development, how they're doing in school. Not all of them are fully blind. Like, we have low vision children, so we work with them on their education, bringing them up to speed so that they can progress into the next year. For the ones that are legally blind or have limited sight or blind, we would teach them Braille to actually read and track. That's how, or tracing, that's how we call what reading for them is, okay? And for the older kids, once they've learned their basics, how to spell, how to write, how to read, we move on to computer lessons. We have a program called NVDA, and it's a computer program that talks back to them. They can't use a traditional mouse, so we would teach them keyboarding skills. I know older Belizeans would know EDP and M skills.
Yes.
So we incorporate all of that in our program as well. We have other activities. It's not all learning and schooling. We had a trip to the museum. We have a drumming presentation, and we have a field trip. So we try to fill it with as much fun, as much learning. We also bring them together so that they can socialize, so that they can form a community, so that other parents, and we have a lot of volunteers, can come together and assist them however they can.
I just want to understand properly. So you guys were stationed at the Nazarene?
Yes.
The Nazarene, and this is a day camp, yes?
Yes, it's a week camp. And each day we have different activities. Usually in the morning we gear for educational. Each one of them have a individual educational plan, so it's not only maybe just Braille or NVDA, but because of maybe their low vision, they are lacking maybe English skills, so we prepare these beforehand for them.
What was the turnout this year for the summer camp? How many kids did you guys work with this year?
We have 18 kids in the summer camp this year, and this is countrywide. We have PG, we have Belize City, Orange Walk, Corozal, the Keys as well, Cayo. Yes. So
how important is this activity for engaging children with this particular disability? If you look at summer camps across the country, most people are catering to people who are able. Maybe you want to run, you want to learn to swim, you want to do physical activities and what have you. But with this particular impairment, they may not be able to get involved in that level of activity. How important is this nonetheless?
okay, let me add on that we do have physical activities with them, and they actually it integrates a whole new system for us. But we try to make it fun-filled, not only for the kids but for the parents and also the volunteer and us as staff. It's each year is a new experience. We get sometimes the last year's kids, sometimes it's the new one. The Braille system starts from 5. So that is what's new, that education is inclusive in that. Education, and in the afternoons is social events. Going to the museum, going to the movie. So we are going to the movie too.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, and then a field trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything is included in that as well.
As you mentioned, there are families that are also involved. Ruth, have you been able to interact with some parents or guardians and hear their feedback on what a summer camp like this means to them?
Oh, it means the world that their kids can participate in something so fundamental in their childhood.
Yeah.
Because we all remember going to some activity during the summer, some trip with our families, so we try to give that experience. And I encourage them to document their kids' development, how they're progressing. In the program, we also have the parents participate in the learning for the kids, because then they take those skills at home and continue the lessons at home as well. So we try to not only gear for in the moment, but long term as well.
Now you mentioned a movie showing.
Yes.
And for the common folk tuning in right now, they might say, but how do you go about experiencing a movie if you cannot see? How does that work?
Auditory sense. They follow along. So let's include that as well. So because they enjoy the movie and they laugh about it, so it's all in there for them. So
What movie did they go on and listen to?
they have been going on to different movies, and throughout the years, it's mostly like motivational movies and things like that.
Well, you said that the summer program was a week long. Has it completely wrapped up at this time?
No, it's ongoing.
It's still going.
So this
it
is
started
one of the
this week.
activities.
Yes.
So we're halfway through. What else can they expect to experience throughout the course of the week?
Okay, the field trip. They're looking forward for the field trip. And this is where I would like to thank the donors for actually giving us the place to go.
Where are you going this year?
We're going to Orchid Bay.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, in Corozal. So we have clients way from PG that haven't been to Corozal. So they're saying, oh, we're going from a point to point. So which is really, really good that they're excited about it.
Yeah.
So the donors make everything possible for us.
I think that's very important to mention, because for a lot of families who have diversely able children, they also come from low-income backgrounds as well. And for people who might not be aware, BCVI operates from donors primarily. And so many of the services that these families would get to have comes either at a fraction of the cost or completely free. Could you speak to that, the work that you guys do that relies on the service and the donations of other people and companies?
So this isn't like a 1 month or 2 month thing. We are actually fundraising from the beginning of the year, from January. We send out letters, we physically go and hand in letters as well, emails or phone calling. You know, we appreciate all donations. It may not be monetarily, but in the food or in transportation, in other services, like the museum was so kind to allow us, you know, a free tour with all our kids.
Yeah.
They made it accessible. They had tactile tools. The kids were touching jade and stalactite and all those other things. So we were really appreciative of that.
I'm curious. What is the excitement that comes along with these activities for someone who may not be able to enjoy it visually? So we're sighted. As kids, if they said, you know what, let's go to the museum, my excitement would be being able to see all of these artifacts, right? In some cases, you're not able to touch it because they're behind a glass enclosure, but you can see it. You're taught why these items are important and where they fit into society and what have you. But for someone who may not be able to see it, how do they, from your experience with them, how do they build that excitement?
Okay. It starts first by they knowing that they will be touching. So there are some items that they touched and they had to wear gloves. So it was a unique experience that
cool.
Not us with sight won't be able to appreciate.
So they get a special experience.
Yes, special experience, because some of the bottles have embossed on them, so they would be able to touch those. Also touching, hearing the birds.
Yeah.
So they had an audio for the birds as well. So that, you know, they can relate to home. So actually with no sight, but all of the other senses of touching, even smelling and things like that are open much more.
They rely on their other sensory abilities, but you know, it's really nice to know that they're having this exclusive experience that regular visitors like you and me, Isani, they're not give we that, you know, and so that's really nice. Well, as we wind down the conversation, I know that you guys mentioned that you're sending thanks to your donors, but are you still open to getting donations from people, even though we're halfway through the week already?
Yes, we are, because we actually, a brailer is very expensive.
Okay.
So all material that we use for rehabilitation is actually free of cost to our clients. So we actually are inviting donors. If you haven't done so, you are welcome at any time to donate, maybe for purchasing of brailers, slates, and things that we need for rehab. Because when they go back to school, they will be needing the brailer as well.
All right. Well, thank you very much, ladies, for joining us, and also thank you for that very special performance that we enjoyed earlier. We are going to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have one more conversation to look forward to. It's all about protecting our national animal, the Belize Tapir Project's conservation efforts.